so let's talk about ironing your hair, hot irons. So I've done a lot of courses on hair care. It's kind of my specialty. And one thing that companies say, let's not use names, is that to iron your hair, it doesn't need to be hotter than 185 degrees. But nowadays you get a lot of irons and they have temperatures that go up to 230 degrees. I'm telling you now, it's unnecessary. Do not iron your hair on 230. Ideal temperature is 180, 185 maximum. That's all you need. You're going to get the same result, but you're not going to damage your hair. It's important, right? So 185 degrees on your iron. Always, always, always use heat protection spray, right? Whenever you apply heat on your hair. So, it doesn't need to be a lot. Just make sure you get all your ends. Sometimes I go like that. Spray it in my hand and then put it on. Right. Yeah. So, and then we're talking about sections. Always, always, always take sections. And don't go over and over and over the hair, which I see a lot of you cheeky people doing. If you do your hair once properly, you won't need to redo it. Also, what I see a lot of people doing is washing their hair, going to bed with their hair wet or damp, and then trying to blow dry and straighten it the next day. It's actually worse for you. You're making your life harder. So whenever you wash your hair, ideally dry it and straighten it, and then it's done for days until you wash it again. Because if your hair is you're sleeping on your hair and it's dried in the night, when you're sleeping on it, it's ruffled up and everything, and then you try to blow dry it and straighten it, put a lot of stress on the hair. Okay, so start from scratch and just blow dry your hair. If you want to, then straighten it straight after. Okay, so when we're straightening, I usually use a comb, but I can't find my comb right now. So let's just be real. And I'm going to use my paddle brush. Doesn't really matter as long as you collect the hair and then you try and comb it before. So take your sections and go nice and slowly. If you go slowly, you do it once. If you do it fast, you have to do it more times, and it's unnecessary to do it more times. Okay, so make sure the hair is combed. Run your irons through it. You can also put your brush and then your iron straight after. Comb and straight. Section 1. I'm just using a little clip. Yeah. Whatever you need just to get the hair out of the way. I don't really like my hair Chinese straight, and I don't really like it without volume, so I don't really concentrate on the roots so much as well, because I blow dry them, so I know that the roots are good. So bear that in mind. Comb it. Go nice and slowly. And it's once and it's done. Show you how I'm doing the back. Try not to flick it too much. Trying to be conscious of keeping it nice and straight. Cheeky bit. Nice. Oh, it feels silky. Right. Another section. I know everybody's not got ideal hand-eye coordination, but you kind of get used to it. Not to stress. And when I'm taking my sections, I'm taking horizontal. Don't take chunks, vertical sections, horizontal section. Horizontal. Okay. I always like to comb the hair before. Make sure you're not ironing a knot. You can also, if you want to, you can tilt your iron tiny bit just to get all the little flyaways. Do not, I'm going to show you, don't go like that. Don't twist out, because then all the baby hairs or little hairs that aren't all the way down to the bottom, they go like that. Better for it to be slightly under. See if I can get a good angle and show you. Slightly, not like that, slightly under. Yeah? I've got a dip in my hair now, but it's okay. It'll come out. Horizontal section. Slightly under, don't know if you can see that. Happy hair. Okay, with this front part, you know what we're like. Front part has to be perfect, right? I'm gonna get a bit of a kink. Just gonna really get this little bit here. I don't really have a specific part. I don't really like. I like to let it roll. But if you have a part in, then you know, put your part in, and then you can straighten it. I don't really have a part in. Maybe there, ish. Maybe just a little bit of that cheeky bit. A little bit kinky. There you go. Yeah, got it all. Nice. I don't like to kill my hair with the straighteners as well, because I think when you sleep on it, it goes like really flat. Ooh, that's a cheeky little tip. So the next morning when you wake up and your hair is like a bit or kinked or whatever, just get the hairdryer and blast it down, and it'll refresh your blow dry. I think that's why it's really important to do one good job, because then it's easy to refresh for the next couple of days. So the second day after I wake up, just blast it with the hairdryer, zhuzh it up, put a little bit of my oil on the ends, and I'm good to go. I never re-straighten my hair. Maybe if it needs it, I might re-blow dry the front bits a little bit, but try not to straighten your hair every day, because it's really too much for the hair. It's not going to be happy with that. And what else can I tell you? And then also, third day, maybe if you want to, again, blast it with the hairdryer, and then you could also use a little bit of dry shampoo at the root. I think that's a cheeky little thing, because I think after you've slept on your hair, like the second day, it smells like bed. I don't know. Might not be everybody, but yeah, so the dry shampoo is lovely because it's like got a little perfume, and you just get another day out of your hair before you have to wash it again. Sometimes, depends how oily your hair is. But yeah, so there's some cheeky little tips for you. There you go, that's how to straighten your hair.